Welcome back to the AT Shack. I just purchased this 2015 KTM 1190 with 640 original miles. Unfreaking believable. And I'm diving right into it. We have a Stage 3 Rottweiler Performance intake system coming in, as well as a Stage 3 Rottweiler Performance SAS Delete kit coming in. I will be doing a cat delete on the bike, a little bit differently than most maybe. I've seen this done, and I'm hoping for the best. That will be coming up in an upcoming video. If you enjoy the videos, consider subscribing and get notified when that video comes out. Today I'll be showing you guys how to take off the gas tank on this 2015 KTM 1190. I'm just a few steps into the removal of the gas tank. All I have is this plastic cover off of the right side, which then exposes the plastic gas tank right underneath. The one thing I do like about this so far, all these screws, exact same length and the exact same size head. It's a T30. Most likely you will be starting by taking off these 5 screws off this top plastic piece. I pulled up and it's still holding somewhere. Well, underneath here we still have 2 screws on each side, and those will be exposed once you take these plastic sides off. On these black pieces there will be a screw exposed in the middle here. There'll be a few screws underneath. 1, 2. Make sure you get those. 8mm socket for these guys right here. With both side plastic pieces off, we can take off the middle plastic piece. And this will just pop up and pull back. Now all these pieces should come off with ease. If something is not coming off, you did forget a screw. The top gray pieces, which the turn signals are connected to, will have to come off as well. So these 2 screws came off. I'm pulling, it's not coming off. Peek inside, there's one more screw in here. Remove that plastic piece. There will be a connector. Very easy, just push down with your thumb and it'll clip right off. Now that all the side plastics are off, come up here to your gas tank. On the very top, 6mm hex. Get this bolt loose. Go ahead and grab yourself a T40 at the bottom of the fuel tank where the front of the seat sits. We'll have 2 screws. Pull those out. On the front of the bike, both sides, you have fuel lines coming out of the gas tank. You will need to switch the petcocks off. There we go, that's all the way off. By doing this, no fuel will come out once you pop the fuel line off. Grab yourself some needle nose pliers, and this might be a pain in the ass, but you will need to get this clamp off. And move it over. Once that is done, pull that fuel line off, but be ready for some fuel to come out. Kind of move this around a little bit. I don't really have the right tool for the job. Holy hell. Make sure you close both petcocks, left and right side. I was not ready for that. Time for a little beer break after that bullshit. The fuel lines, be ready. A bit of a pain in the ass. Make sure to close both petcocks, left and right side. I was getting ahead of myself. I closed off one side, started taking the fuel line off, and lo and behold, they're connected left and right. Back at the top of the gas tank, there are a couple hoses that need to be disconnected. Pop all that off, just put it on the side. Last thing on top is this little electrical plug. This is what measures your fuel level. Just unplug this plug off to the side. I am back in the front of the bike. Okay, this is gonna be hard to see, but what I'm pointing at is, here's your fuel line, and this is I believe the fuel pump. We have to disconnect both of these. I have to use both hands for this. Well, the fuel line was easy. This one unclipped finally. Now we're ready to take the fuel tank off. There's a couple of these plastic pieces. From what I've seen, you have to kind of push these in, get them out of the way as you pull back and up on the tank. Okay, not too bad. So I have to kind of work with these plastic pieces, pushing them in a little bit. Everything else cleared just fine. Well, there you have it. This was my very first time removing the gas tank off of this 1190. I would say a pretty simple process, just many steps involved. Take your time, make sure you remove all the screws off the plastics, go easy on them. If they're not coming off, you most likely missed a screw somewhere. I had a little bit of a difficult time taking the fuel line off. And remember, turn off both petcocks. Don't make the same mistake I did. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one.